How do you possibly celebrate or commemorate your loved one's birthday when they're no longer with us? Let's see how I got on. Hello, welcome to another episode of Linda's Legacy All Around the Coast. I'm Robert, and I've started this project so that in 2027 I'm going to be walking the entire coastline of Great Britain in aid of 2 local charities, which I'll speak more about later. And all this is in memory of my partner Linda, who passed away suddenly and unexpectedly in December 2025. This is my way of trying to cope with the absolute terrible grief and distress following that. And in the way of doing it, I'm hoping to help some other people as well, not just the charities, but people also suffering. If you're suffering from the loss of a loved one, stay here, stay with us, and let's see how we can cope with this together. Today, I'm at the Holkham Estate in Norfolk. This is where I came last week to celebrate or commemorate or just be on Linda's birthday. It's been a really, really difficult, challenging week for me. In particular, coming here, the first time I've been back since Linda passed away, so the first time of coming here on my own. And yeah, it's been particularly challenging throughout the week, not just commemorating that anniversary, but other things that have been going on, just life getting in the way. And at this point, it doesn't take much just to absolutely send you over the top. But there we go. So when I was here last week, I recorded a few pieces with a view of putting them out here on a weekly video. And I also did a piece that I was keeping just to myself, really so that I could look back on it and see how my journey will hopefully evolve as time passes. But I've decided to include that piece in this video as well. And it's particularly difficult viewing for me because I was in a place that was especially special to Linda and I, and it all got a little bit too much, but I've decided I'm going to share that footage with you because this is my journey, this is what's happening to me, how I'm dealing with the aftermath of losing my beloved Linda. And there's not just me, there are so many people that lose their loved ones on a daily basis. It's horrendous when you think about it, how many people find themselves in this situation every single day. And everybody's different, everybody deals with it in their own way, and some people never get through things and some people manage to find a way pretty quickly. This is my way. By starting this project, by sharing what I'm doing, my feelings, my progress or not, it seems to be a way that I can actually help, hopefully, myself and anyone who's in a similar situation. So without any more further waffle from me at this point, let's dive in and let's see how I got on last week here at Holkham on Linda's birthday. This one's not for publication, just me. I'm in the Holkham wall garden and I'm sitting on the bench at the end of the whole garden, where we've sat many times. And I already had a little sit on that bench. And this is so rubbish. It's the most wonderful place anywhere. And we've been here so many times and I feel like crap. So alone, so lonely. I want Linda here. I wanted to sit with me and I want a hug. And it's crap. I miss you so much. I know today it's your birthday and you could have a party with Caroline and your mum and dad and all the family. And it's wonderful. But I'm having a rubbish time. Actually, I'm not having a rubbish time. I'm having a lovely time on a beautiful day, but I just feel like rubbish right now, and I'm so lucky to be here. I'm so lucky to enjoy this beautiful day. I'm so lucky to have known you for 22 years and to have shared, or 22 and a half, 23 years. I'm so lucky to have shared all the time together, and all the times we came here. I love you so much. I miss you so much. I don't know what the point of this one is, but never mind. I'm going to record it. Maybe one day it'll be different and I can come here again another day and be happy, but not today. But this is one of the most amazing, beautiful places in the world, and I even managed to do the maze, although I fell over. And I've looked at pictures and I've played the videos to hear your voice. I can't tell you how much I miss you. It hurts. I love you, my darling Linda. I love you so much. Dear. See how we get on. I don't know if this is going to make it onto any video or not, but I've got to record it. Today is Linda's birthday. I'm at the Holkham Estate and I've just come out of the walled garden for possibly the last time. Somewhere that we went together so many times. It's really, really beautiful place. And it's the first time back today for me on my own. So I've sat in the quiet and kept myself to myself so no one can see tears. And it's my last day of membership of historic houses today, which I'm not renewing this year. I've got other places to be going. And it strikes me that's the last time I'm heading into that walled garden for some considerable time. And it was so full of memories today. I brought some photos of both of us from the last lots of years, actually, of places we've been, and it was nice to reminisce there amongst the tears. I took some photos of where we had photos, because weirdly I just do that, and okay, it's what, I don't know. Am I coping? Am I not? I don't know. And it was extra sad as well because I knew that I wouldn't be coming here again for a long time. And it made me think that, in a way, Linda's passing was in a way it was terrible. In a way it was so painful. But in other ways, we didn't have the long drawn out goodbyes. We didn't have the last time of this, last time of that. And I think that actually makes things easier to some extent. Because the last time we came here, which was possibly October, possibly November, I don't know, I can't remember. But last time we came here, we didn't know it was going to be our last time together here, did we? So we had a wonderful time. We had a great lunch, a lovely walk, lovely sit down on occasion, and it was really a lovely day. Whereas today, tinged with the extra sadness of knowing I'm not coming back here again. And that's an interesting thought, isn't it? That Linda had no idea that she wasn't going to be around for long, and that if she went to some places or met some people, it wasn't going to be the last time. And I'm now left living with bereavement, living with grief, living with memories, dealing with that in my own way. And Linda didn't have any of that. And you have to ask the question, don't you? Is it better to know that you don't have much time, or is it better not to know? I think you can answer both ways to that. And it's a bit of a philosophical point that I've got no idea about. But it just occurred to me as I was wandering around there anyway. Moving on. The Parkland here at Holkham is absolutely stunning. There's Holkham Hall. And the lake going off into the distance. And there's the hall itself. One of the best examples of Palladian architecture in England. Absolutely incredible. It was open earlier today, but they're closed now. Never mind. View down the lake. And everywhere you look, geese. Whole families of them. They've certainly got a lovely place to live here, haven't they? So many geese live here, and at parts of the year there are so many baby geese around. What are they called? Goslings, aren't they? So many of them. It's really beautiful. The thing with geese, which I've always noticed, is that they quite often fly around in pairs and they chat to each other as they're going. And it's just so nice, and it's something that you really become aware of when you haven't got that person to chat to. Listen to me, jealous of the Holkham Hall geese. Well, that was difficult for me to watch, but as I said, I'm not holding anything back. I've got to share what's going on, how I'm getting through this or not. So yeah, another thought came to me about Linda's birthday. When I have a birthday, my age goes up. When Linda has a birthday now, she'll stay the same age forever. I thought that was quite unusual, strange. Hadn't thought of that before. Funny the things that pop into your head, though. On the day or so after coming here was another not particularly brilliant day, I have to say. But I was walking home along the old Brancaster boardwalk, which is, I think, my favourite place anywhere now. It's where I really spend some time just thinking of Linda as I walk, and to myself there's there's birds, there's just nature, and it's wonderful. Anyway, I wasn't having a particularly good time the other day, and all of a sudden, when I thought, oh dear, I'm just getting more and more down here, and a butterfly came and it went around my head. And there was another one, and there was another one, and then a little bird popped out in front, and it just stood and looked up at me, and it wasn't a robin, but it reminded me that when I'd opened the curtain that morning, there had been a robin staring up at me from the garden. And then, believe it or not, a deer jumped out right in front of me on the boardwalk, and I thought, I'm in a Disney film here. I know, it's great to have signs. I fully believe in signs from above, and the best one of all, the one that really means so much to me, was a ladybird. The ladybirds always have been our little thing, or the Bishy Barnaby as they're called if you're a bit Norfolk. Anyway, always good to see them, and it actually cheered me up no end, so that was great. So, funny thing about signs from above, they always seem to come right at the right time, just as you need them. Whenever your day isn't going to plan or something's really upsetting you, there always seems to be something. Now, I don't know what you believe, and there's no way I'm going to be forcing anything of my beliefs on anyone. It's believe what you like. That's absolutely fine. And I'll talk about what I think if anyone's interested. But one of the things is about signs from above, and it really makes a difference, I think. So I'm having a little sit on a tree trunk, a Mr. Kipling cake and a drink, and thinking, how am I doing this week then? Slightly better? Yeah, I think so. It was challenging last week, very, very rough. But I think similar to when I had a anniversary day not that many weeks ago. Sometimes you know when the date's coming up on a calendar, and you worry about it, you think about it more, and when the day actually comes, things aren't so bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was pretty challenging that day. But I got through it. I had a birthday cake, bought some flowers, always bought Linda flowers for birthday. Had a birthday cake, had a candle, sang happy birthday with tears. It has to be done. You have to mark the day. It's always going to be Linda's birthday, whatever happens. Just having a little bit of a rest from walking. And just a quick reminder of the two charities that I'm hoping to help. Well, I am helping. First one, Tapping House Hospice, based locally to here, and they do incredible work. And they've recently had an event called Tulips for Tapping, where there are fields with, I think it was 9 and a bit million tulip bulbs planted, and they make a huge amount of money from the public going in and seeing them and posting pictures all over the internet, which is wonderful. And the other charity I'm supporting is the East Anglia Children's Hospices. Now, they're holding an event coming up soon, Saturday the 6th of June 2026. They're running an event called Pier-to-Pier, which is a sponsored walk from Cromer Pier here in Norfolk all the way to Great Yarmouth Pier, which is 32 miles, would you believe? Now, that is a substantial walk, and I salute anyone who's taking part in that. But if you want to, you can still enter it. I'll put a link here in the description, and you could join in there and walk 32 miles for a brilliant cause. I'm not actually walking on that day, but I will be at the event. I'll be volunteering in some capacity or other, possibly nearer the finish than the start, don't quite know yet. And I'll be there to provide water, food, encouragement, a helping hand to anyone who's needs it toward the end of that walk. So well done to everyone who's entering that. It's a brilliant, brilliant thing to do. I think while I'm here also, I just take the opportunity, if I may, if you've come across this video and you've come across my channel for the first time, or if you've returned, please like, comment, subscribe, share, all those happy things, everything you can do to help grow this channel. I've been doing these videos for about 5 and a bit weeks now, and it is fun. It is having the brilliant effect of helping me, and even more brilliant helping other people, which is just so fantastic. But I've got to get the channels to grow. We've got to get a wider reach, so anything you can do would be wonderful. Thank you so much. So, to answer my question I posed at the start of this, how do you celebrate or commemorate the birthday of your loved one when they're no longer here? Well, do what's right for you. Do what you think is best. Don't ignore it. Make sure that you say the name of your loved one anytime. Bring them into conversation, talk about them, keep their memory alive. And if you've got an occasion like a birthday, try and commemorate it in whatever way feels best for you. That's what I would say. That's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll speak with you again soon. Remember, it is a beautiful day. Make the most of it. Take care.